Hello, this is me again, and I'm going to talk with you now about the post-surgery. And I went in on Friday, and I guess they took me in at like 1 p.m. And right now it's Monday, and it's about 10 a.m. So it's not 72 hours, 3 full days after surgery. A couple of things I want to say is that the main thing is that now I had what's called the partial fundoplication, and basically, as I understand it, the stomach is in a full fundoplication. The stomach is wrapped around the esophagus, the entire esophagus. With me, the surgeon felt that it was best to do a partial, so he went partway around the esophagus so that I wouldn't encounter problems that other people have complained about with the full fundoplication. This is all as I understand it, because I'm not a doctor. I don't play one. Well, maybe sometimes, but anyway. So I had the partial fundoplication, and it was, like I say. They took care of like 4 different things. They took care of an umbilical hernia that I had, the partial fundoplication, the hiatal hernia, which was contributing to everything and keeping the esophagus open, as well as making sure that the stricture was stretched back out, because since I had the first stricture stretched, and I was then, and I had the capsule implanted in me. Since that time, my esophagus started closing again. Not as bad as the first time that brought me into the doctor, the gastroenterologist. But anyway, I went in to have the surgery, so we're less than 3 days out. I'm home. I think I have a pretty high threshold for pain. I think it's inherited. My mother was like that. And anyway, I did take the pain medicine that they gave me for the first 23 hours I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital overnight. And I did take what they gave me, what they had available to me. But I've not taken anything since. I haven't taken any of the pain medicines that they gave me, at least yet. But I have been getting, don't think I'm not getting any pains. I am getting a lot of pains. But one of the main things I want to say is that I went in there to not have the acid reflux, as well as to be able to chew food and swallow it. But the acid reflux, since the surgery, I have had 0 occurrences of acid reflux. And yet I suffered with it for at least 15 years before. And what started my journey was the fact, or what really kind of encouraged me, was I read about a study of PPIs, people that had started taking PPIs when they were over the age of 75, which I'm clearly not in that age category. At least I hope I'm clearly not in that age category. But I read the study, and people in that study were at a greater risk. Now, they started taking PPIs after the age of 75, but they were at a much greater risk of getting dementia-related problems, and that concerned me. And so I wanted to do something about it. And then, of course, having the problems with the food backing up really caused me to go into high gear. But, you know, after the surgery, I came out and I was in a lot of pain. What they didn't tell me, by the way, is that for whatever reason, I'm going to get a lot of pain in my shoulders after the surgery, and I'm still getting the pain there. I think it has something to do with the fact that they have to insert this gas into you. I asked if it was laughing gas. But they insert this gas into you to, I guess, be able to work better inside, you know, so it helps separate the organs maybe or something. And anyway, I'm going to show you they went in laparoscopically, and I'm going to show you the scar, not the scars, but the incisions. I'm going to stand up on this footstool, so I have to make this position this right. Okay, there I am. Now, oh, okay, so here I've got one over here, one suture, not suture, but incision, an incision, an incision, an incision, an incision, and then also an incision down here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these don't count. We'll put my fingers over them. But I have, so 6 different suture sites, or yeah, well, whatever they're called. And I call them my new 6-pack. How do you like my 6-pack? Anyway, so that's what it kind of looks like. Now, I know this one is the one that they say they hold, no, maybe it's this one over here. They hold the liver back, because I think the liver's on this side. And anyway, but I wasn't prepared for the whole thing about feeling the pain in my shoulders. And what happens when you cough, I guess, you know, because it's putting pressure on the diaphragm, and the diaphragm helps you cough and keeps certain organs separated, but when you cough or when you hiccup, I had it like a 15-minute hiccuping episode, and it hurt a whole lot. Still knowing, you know, my MO is that I did not take any of the meds they gave me, so, you know, but you might need it more than me. As far as eating, it still feels like things are getting stuck, but I have done some research with other videos that have been posted, and I guess that's, you know, that may be taken care of in the first week or two of recovery. I know my doctor said that I can't lift or I can't lift anything at all for, you know, for like 6 to 8 weeks, and he put me out and on leave. And but anyway, so let's see, I'm concerned because I have little dogs, and sometimes they like to jump up on you, and so I'm holding like a pillow around my stomach area, so that this way, you know, they don't accidentally do it, but, you know, they don't jump up on me. You know, I try to make excuses for them, but they're adorable. But anyway, so you know, I put the pillow around me, sometimes just holding on to it, and the pressure is really good, just to hold on. But coughing, eating is very difficult. I'm still on a liquid-only diet, so it's chicken broth and Jell-O and my favorite popsicles. But anyway, so that's what I'm still on. I have not progressed yet into soft foods, which I am looking forward to. You know, I have never looked forward to a cup of cream of wheat in my whole life, you know, but I want to have cream of wheat. And so I'm going to give some more updates, but and I might think of something as we're talking, but I'm going to give some more, like an update or two, like maybe at the end of 1 week, and maybe at the end of 2 weeks, so this way you get a better idea of what you might, what somebody in a similar situation to you might be experiencing. But so I'm glad that I had the surgery. I mean, I just feel like everything that's going on are just typical things. I'm still waiting for the shoulders not to hurt when I cough, and the shoulders and this whole chest area when I cough or even have indigestion. It feels like stuff is going down and it like wants to come back up. But I also read that that's normal. But I'm going to give a report on that at the end of 1 week. But yeah, I sip it and then it seems to get stuck a little bit. And I don't know if it's just, I mean, it's hard for me to explain, but I know I've heard it referred to as feeling like you want to belch, but you can't. And anyway, so this is, now the big question is, would I do it again? Well, so far the answer is yes, because I have not had any kind of acid reflux at all. Not one time have I had to take. I probably should have taken a couple of pain pills, but I don't want to do that. And so anyway, so this is at the end of day 3, or the beginning of day 3. Let's see. Saturday would have been day 1, Sunday day 2. Yeah, at 1 o'clock today, 1 p.m. today, it'll be 3 days. So at the end of 3 days, this is my progress. Hopefully I'll look better in the next one. I know, I've definitely lost weight. I haven't, my 6-pack area doesn't protrude as much as it used to. It's more, it looks more like a 6-pack than a keg. and anyway, so I look forward to that getting more trimmed. That's one of the positive things about this, is that you might lose some weight. I'm hopefully going to lose some. Anyway, but I'll see you in the next video, and I'll do that at the end of 1 week. So I'll do it in 4 more days to give you an update. All right, good luck to you on your decisions. I would definitely go for it again, but I hold judgment until I see how I do in my next week and a half or 2. All right.